Alright.
Okay, so week 3, guys. So we'll start off with a system review like every week.
Alright, so this week's slightly different because so I've got all the stuff here anyway. So as you can see, there's not much difference from last week, and this is because there was a lot of news coming out. So non-farm payrolls, which is like one of the biggest scheduled news events for the US dollar, which affects all the currencies actually, and stocks as well. And then also some Canadian dollar news. So I wasn't actually trading during these times, so I just closed out. And then, but I do have some positions open at the moment since yesterday, so they're just chugging along. All right. Okay. So
this is what we're going to be doing today. So these are called candlestick patterns. So by now you guys should all know what a candle is. We went through that in the first week, and various different patterns can form with these candlesticks, which indicate different things in the market. So as you can see, there's loads.
Sorry, we're not learning all of these.
We're only going to cover like the main ones.
Yeah. So these basically just form because of supply and demand patterns, which we'll talk about later. So the first one is the trending candle. So this one is obviously the simplest. So in an upwards trend, obviously the candle opens here, trends upwards. That's it. There has to be a really small upper wick. Because that shows that there's not much rejection from the above price, so it's trending up. Okay, so when you have a weekly candle, right, if you change the chart to daily, you'll get 5 candles for each week because there's 5 trading days in a week, right? So if you have 5 trending daily candles, that equals 1 big weekly candle, and that's all it means.
Yeah, so these are doji candles. Doji is a Japanese word, so these candles basically are formed when there's a really small body of a candle and quite large wicks. So this would happen when price opens, moves up, moves down, moves up and down, and closes near the opening price. So this represents indecision in the market. So doji candles don't really mean much in consolidation, but when you're in, say, for example, a strong uptrend, and you see a doji candle, then this could represent perhaps a change in trend, because it shows the market is now moving to a more consolidating phase rather than a trending phase. So this could be used to spot change in trends and stuff. And so it's the same as the trending candles. You can break up a weekly doji into 5 daily candles. So that's the opening there, and price fluctuated up and down across the week and closed pretty much at the same price that opened, which is why the body is so small.
Yeah, so as you can see, these candles here, they're not trending, you'd say they're consolidating, right? So yeah, they're just moving up and down, so that's consolidation. So on the weekly time frame, that'd be a doji candle. So now these are pin bars, these are more important. So when you see a pin bar in an area of support or resistance, basically it's showing strong rejection, and it's likely that the price will reverse like from there. So as you can see, it's got quite a small body, and then the range is really high, really long compared to the body. So as you can see from the weekly and daily one, once again, price comes up, and then it's strongly pushed down, meaning it's rejecting this zone, forming a pin bar. What's the big idea, man?
Go on. Okay, yeah, so these are engulfing candles. This is fairly simple. It's in the name, really. This is when a candle, the body of a candle is fully immersed in the body of a candle next to it. So the range of this body here, the range of this body here is larger than the range of this body here, and that's pretty much what it means.
So yeah, when you see this got a question.
Yeah, what do you mean by like rejection? Rejection of what?
Rejection, you know how we talked about support and resistance zones last week? Say there's a support zone here. If price comes up to here and is rejected, obviously it's showing that it doesn't want to move up to that zone, and that zone is quite a strong zone that it doesn't want to like move into because it's too expensive if it's coming up, right?
Alright.
So this pin bar basically just represents that, saying it's come up and then as you strong move down, so it doesn't want to go there.
So people have been buying, and once prices reach this level, there's not been much buying anymore. The sellers have taken over in the market, so that's what's caused the price to drop sharply.
Alright.
Yep. So.
Okay, so now pin bars actually can form from two engulfing patterns. So as you can see from the engulfing pattern here, right? If you just took the open and close, these two engulfing patterns would make one pin bar. Did we go?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, that's it actually. So
Yeah,
now,
so
does anyone have any questions about that before we do anything else?
Okay, so like the gap between the engulfing pattern is the pin bar. It's the name of the pin bar.
So you know how this is the opening of the candle, right?
Is it always a top of the candle?
It's completely fine, Quran.
You're really struggling.
Don't touch it, it's fine. So you know how, yeah.
I think it's the old Quran. So if it's a green candle, the bottom of it, the bottom of the green part of it.
Yeah.
If it's red, the top of it.
Yeah. So you know how this is the red one, so it'll have opened at the top. It moves down to here, that makes the bottom of the range. Moves up and it comes down, closes here, so that makes the top of this. So you know how like, so it's just two and one right there.
You get 2 hours.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You can get any time frame actually. You can just, on some brokers you can just type it in, you can get 1 second, yeah.
So if your close is on like a Friday, what happens on the weekend? Like, does it fluctuate?
So I think like basically banks can like trade within themselves, but the retail traders like us, we can't. So sometimes it'll open basically the same price, but sometimes on Monday there'll be a gap because say some news came out, it might have moved the market. But so yeah, they're just called gaps basically in the market.
Yeah.
Gaps. Alright.
Should we get trading view?
Yeah, so everyone just go on to Trading View. Yeah, no.
There was a mouse and keyboard right there.
It doesn't work.
Only it works with like
So everyone pull up a chart. It doesn't actually matter what currency pair, but make sure it's Forex.
Oh yeah, but is that like
So it's just currency pairs.
That's good. Wait, which one's good?
Any chart, doesn't matter. And then, but put it on the weekly again.
How do we change
wait, we want candles online.
Shit, is that
We want candles online.
Candles. Yeah. Yeah, that is a really low.
And so it has a short width.
Short width.
What's the length? What is the length of the width around
So it's my top amount of rejection. But when the width is really long, it's usually news. But if it's too short, it's not really showing rejection, is it? So this one could be kind of in bar, but I think it's wrong. If it was longer, then it would be better. And also, if the body was red, it would be showing rejection on the top. But as it is green, so it's most likely. Yeah, it's the range. The range. Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, Max, this is what happened. What?
Wait, sorry, is this the latest one?
No, this is one earlier today. The salty one.
I just changed it to hiking.
This is fine, just go back at the top.
Where is it with the candlestick?
On the one now. This trending.
Where would your trading start?
So like, let me demonstrate something. So if you go, We now go to sorry, we have a lesson. If you're quiet, sorry, you can work. So, okay, so this is like what? So these three bars, you see this is the opening place. Right now, it's mid. Yeah, so right now we yeah.
Where would your trailing stop?
What?
Where would your trailing stop to cut that off?
Probably like here.
You sure?
Oh. Hold on, I can measure it.
Fam, wouldn't it?
This is Kate. Wait, what?
Wouldn't it run it there? How far? If you go down to there, and then go all the way back up to there, so that's your trailing stop.
They're real, but they're not like fake. Doing that like what if we turn out to be shit?
It's like, you know when we're talking about like the tennis, it's like that. It's literally like that, like literally.
So I've measured them.
Okay. Now if you guys go on the weekly and start drawing support and resistance again, and then yeah, just do that first.
How do you measure pips?
I'll show
You
you.
do the sidebar.
How far back should we make the weekly?
What do you mean?
Give me like, should we zoom out here or?
Basically, once you find the zone, right, and then like if you can only see it